last year's MVP. The playoff picture in the AFC.
Hand the football off with his right hand. For them to protect him.
Going to go with Cook, who might have a heavy load here today. He's got a huge opening here to start it. He's going to bounce out. He's been around the league for a long time. They're going the other way, and that pass is incomplete. Trying to connect with Shakir.
Side.
It's again Cook for about 3 as he tumbles over wide.
They're not going to leave him on an island. They're going to have Chip. People are going to have a tackle and the tight end.
Here's Allen's throw, and it is caught by Brandon Cooks. So, what they were looking for. First down, toss. Cook, only about a yard. TJ Watt is on him fast.
So close, Jim. You look at it closely, and I'm trying to find a metric that gives teams advantages.
5-yard penalty, second down.
Do you want to know why?
Gilliam in, and he's in motion. Pass, they swing it over to Cook. Gilliam's out there to throw a block. He's able to pick up 4 receivers, so he was down on contact. But it's a takeaway for the team.
Have to throw it early. The Steelers know that, so they can sit on routes and play the underneath stuff. Great job by Pittsburgh being aware.
Offensive players and Aaron Rodgers, who turns 42 this coming Tuesday. Spinning around and connecting with Metcalf, who challenges the
pistol, not the shotgun.
Hands it off to Warren on 2nd and 2. He's right at the marker. Gonna mark him actually
on their offensive line. And then this for Pittsburgh, it's going to be
the pistol, which we expect to see almost all day as Warren has the first down. The pile is moved with room to spare. So here's a little toss to Warren, and in the backfield to make the play quickly.
Block someone else, right? No, you didn't see the corner who just shoots the gap.
Going to set up a screen with Warren, who can break tackles. He's not going to get away from Milano this time. He's a hard
to play. And that's what makes him. Joey Bosa at the top right here.
Here's Rodgers throwing it down the field and incomplete. Darnell Washington, the tight end. He's a big target.
They're going to
need him later on as they get no points off the interception. And Shakir. Cook got past the defensive line and able to open up the drive with a good starter.
If they're running it, you don't have to.
2nd and 2, and Cook able to make quick assessment. He surveyed, looked left and right, and
just recognize where the opening actually is. And
on first down at the 31, as Davis rips off a good run. This took off to the end zone last week, got a feel for it, and was going for it again. And here he is with another good run. Back to back. A boost of confidence. You're seeing it as he gets a 3rd straight carry. Give some of it back. Herbig was there.
Push the pocket, making him have to.
Again, for the 2nd time, Alec Anderson moves early.
Ball start, offense number 70.
Start. It was Jack Sawyer. 2nd and 17. Set up a little screen to Johnson. Hayward.
All it's been is run the ball, quick passes, screens. They intercepted the slant.
And it's rightfully taken away. He had just the top of the football. Guard from the pocket in trouble. In big time trouble and trying to get it away at the last minute. Saves the sack.
Guard tries to come over, but because of that pressure, Herbig gets to riddle, don't you?
And these rusty wins at least. He's not snapping it. So back him up 37.
True, but I'm saying
would have had that option.
Yes, and depending on the wind direction that Tracy talked
to about 10 o'clock.
But it's cold.
Wisnowski boots it to Austin, who lets it go. When he beat the Cardinals back in the 08 season, here's Gainwell with his first carry.
You know, it's been a little while, but they got a chance. They went and tried to get a quarterback who's pretty good.
Here's Warren on the carry.
Flipping the ball with his right hand. Frightened, correct.
Empty backfield on 3rd and 4. Rodgers down the field, and it's over the head of Roman Wilson, who had a... So Waitman with his second punt. Shakir is the returner, and again signals fair catch. And so key in what undoubtedly is going to be
a close
field.
Kick, holding, receiving.
Ty Johnson's in there too. Fake it to Cook. Now he comes back to him, swings it over to him. Johnson throws a block, and it's on Madden for third on the most wins in the first 9 years as a head coach. Today McDermott can join him on that list.
Wow.
Here's Cook to about the 8. Shakir up top with Coleman. Pass sidearmed and incomplete. Trying to connect. First touchback the last time.
Yes.
He signed September 30th. Replaced punter Cameron Johnston, a former Steeler himself, as
back out against heavy personnel again.
Probably the last play of the first quarter. Rodgers is trying to throw him first down, and it was.
Rodgers saw that because that could have been intercepted. Has to turn and throw the ball away. I've seen.
2nd and 10. It's going to be a running play with Warren. Warren with a nice cutback, and Poyer has to ride with him on a gain. Rodgers trying to thread it in there, but you had Benford.
Pittsburgh, when I watch the tape, they're just not threatening you downfield with explosive players enough. And I would argue the same. Great offensive coordinator. He does so much good stuff.
We saw it at Tennessee.
Yeah, like right there, you got a shallow cross for
7.5. Rodgers tries to avoid the contact and does. Points to his receiver
and almost gets Rodgers. He looks a little sprightly today, but at the end, you got
Shakir stands back inside the 10, and it's going to help Buffalo's field position with that backwards bounce. The confluence of the 3 rivers. Bills start the drive with a handoff again to Cook. It's worked a couple times on 2nd and 9. Play action. Dumping it off to Cook. Looks around and gets past Queen. He has a first down. He could have had big numbers.
Correct.
As Allen goes bootleg. Watt was chasing after him, but Allen gets away from him. If you're a young quarterback coming up and people don't believe in you, both of these quarterbacks were not.
Just because they don't like you doesn't mean you're not good.
You can develop too. As Davis able to back in for the first. The Buffalo is 10 Laramies. Not the size of, but the vibes of St. Cook. Watch the football. The ball's still out. Oh, he had
ball league at creating turnovers and getting takeaways. And we have a.
At this. Then he thought he had recovered it. And it scoots free, and Queen lands. Rodgers. Pump fake. Finds him. It's Metcalf. First down at the 20 to the 25. And a first down. And a bootleg. He wanted to go with Smith. It wasn't there.
Do you want to hit him right in the middle of his chest? I don't know as a thrower. Is that a good spot?
Dropped that time, though. 2nd and 10. Gainwell. What a catch that was. Off the shoestrings. And away he goes.
About him being the number 2 receiver. He's a running back. But really where Rodgers looks to.
They fake it to Warren. Now they go to Warren. In the middle. Down to the 2. Tries to squirm for another yard.
And then we'll find the fighting on the outside for no reason.
Yeah, Metcalf and Benford. One up top again. Look out. Incomplete.
With someone coming free, it's a running play. They're not blocking in the pass.
3rd and goal. There they go into the end zone.
What about trying to go big in this game? Or just big people come in and impose their will.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Pittsburgh number 4.
In the last 5 games.
Yeah, and you saw Siamalo do a great job as well in there, and I think both these teams have
on PATs this year. And the 11-year reliable kicker out of Rice does the rest.
To enforce that foul on the PAT.
So somehow that one got away from the middle. All right, Josh Allen and the Bills find themselves
a play action. Right?
Cook. Look at that patience. And he takes off. Nice run by.
End up. He does a great job on the safety, Duggar.
And the touchdowns on the board, but they've turned it over twice instead. Cook adding 3 more. Go down to Trace.
Jim, he is trying to play through it, but certainly something to watch. They can't go down 3 offensive line.
Hopefully help Chip on the edges.
2nd and 7. Coming after Allen, who just shrugs off the sack, and then gets
Smith, who's been banged up from time to time this year, but when healthy, he's been a wrecking crew. Watch his legs.
Here he goes. Good call, Tony. He's got a first down. Needed 3, got 4. Know well from all of the many things that they both have done with their careers.
Don't miss Will if he gets upset.
1st and 10, toss, Cook. They run to Hayward's side, and they pick up 2. 2nd and 8. Looking over here to Johnson. Ball is knocked down by...
You can't let T.J. Watt wreck the game right here.
Quick pass, Johnson fighting for it.
Oh, quick. You don't need to be backing up. And now he
in at a receiver spot. Handoff though to Cook. Look at him going through all that traffic. But Porter with a solid tackle. And he got
play action.
He's in trouble. Able to get away from Watt. Shrug off another hit. Oh my.
And this, I thought, probably should have been a penalty. Clear.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think it should have been, Jim, because when Josh Allen does slide and makes contact in
3rd and 2. They didn't reset the play clock. It's running down here with 2 seconds.
Got to watch his legs.
Allen trying to convert for the 2nd time. Allen and Hayward are still exchanging pleasantries. Right, with the injured player, they're going to take his spot on the field for Queen.
They're going to take it right to the 2-minute warning here, which is smart.
1st and 10. Look at that quick cut outside. Porter's there to try to defend and gets his arms around him. Obviously, that was a Pittsburgh timeout.
What do you think it's going to end up being? A run.
Again, it's Cook cutting outside, and Porter's there waiting for him, but this time he's got a first down and a gain of about 8. Working, though.
It is, because if you're going to be in zone behind as a corner, you've got to make sure you don't get seams right up at.
See what now Skip has to say here.
That's a great point.
To go in this first half. We haven't had a 20-yard play in the game, by the way. It's out close to the back. 3rd and 8. Pass to Davis, and he is backed up.
I may take a timeout, but if I'm kicking a field goal, I wouldn't have.
At the studio in New York, scores and highlights of all the early action, plus there's a couple other late games, Raiders and Chargers. 4th and 3.
What do we watch? Josh Allen's legs. Oh!
And now you're going to have to go field goals. He had a play.
He had a
play that he loved.
Do it. But that's why being at home matters so much.
And Prater, good. 16 out of 18 on the year now. And the Bills put up their first point. Timeouts remaining. That drive, by the way, took 7 minutes and 18 seconds. It travels to about the 2-yard line. Williams is the returner, and he's walloped near the 20. Some of this chippiness is carrying over that we saw between Hayward and Allen. He's ball back at the 13.
His first down play will be everything.
Jonnu Smith.
Got to be smart here if you're Rodgers. Yep.
2nd and 4. Gainwell, Bosa on him. Poyer also. Remember, the Steelers deferred at the top. They'll receive the 3rd quarter kick with the halftime.
Playing out that way.
Ball picked up on the bounce by Keyshawn Williams. And the Bills have 5 hats on that.
I mean, the number one thing you want for the backup quarterback coming in is put him in 3rd and 11 on his first hire, but still straight in line.
On 1st and 10, Warren. Stacked up. Bottom of the league.
Not today.
You heard Tomlin saying, we got to establish a running game in this half. Here's Rudolph's throw, and it's intercepted.
Just a poor decision here, throwing to where a lot of Bills defend.
Play ends and when the point after try occurs. When DK Metcalf made the gesture that he made, they had already gotten the football ready.
Went the other way. They just caught up.
Here's Allen finding an open target. It's Knox. right across the middle.
Throw the ball. So you only have this internal clock. He's at the second fastest.
Wideouts for Shavers and Coleman. They're going to the ground with Cook. Cook, this keeps working. To the outside, he breaks. He gets to the 38. 2nd and 4. Cook. Another nice move. He's got a 100-yard game, and off he goes. Down to the 7.
They're going to do it again. Same exact play. Cut back again.
Cook. To the first play that went for at least 20 yards in the game. And now Cook has 2nd and goal. And Cook in traffic, trying to find something open up, and he's able to make more.
He's for 40 runs basically in this game, and
200 yards. Would this be 76? No, he's going to hand it off to Cook. Cook tries to slash and score, but he stopped just outside the 1.
At least even if Pittsburgh scores at some point, you can always go down and kick a field goal with Josh
Allen's going to throw for it. No. Now he does. Back in the end zone. He's got Keon Coleman for the touchdown.
Who was jawing at each other again.
Hayward
and Allen. Going toe-to-toe.
Sean McDermott told us because of a discipline situation, because they then went into a short week.
Taunting.
Here's Prater's kick. No. Missed it. Strip sack, scooped up by Benford, who had 2 takeaways in the first. Prater on the kick. And this is, we talked about it on Thursday. There's a loophole.
Yes, it's because the penalty is 25 yards from the spot of the kick.
Great move by the special teams of Buffalo.
Yep, thank you, Gene. Here's the handoff. And it's Gainwell for a yard or 2. That's all.
That'll be switched next year. But
on effectively all season long. That ball deflected. That ball came off the hands of.
What does that tell you?
They'd go ground with Gainwell, and Gainwell is stopped about 2 yards short. They try for the 4th time. Another fair catch signal. Hand off on 1st down to Cook.
Same run again.
Breaking outside, keeps working over and over again.
He didn't be bothersome, but he's playing through a fractured wrist. No chance he's not playing through.
Both key, especially Queen. 2nd and 4. Dump off to Hawes. Got the first. All right, thank you. Johnston and Fidal with the other 2.
They keep getting this run outside on the corner.
Looking to break it outside, and then dives inside for another yard.
Monster one day, by the way. These guys have to step up and take on these double.
5 yards on consecutive plays. Fake it to him. Now, in traffic to get away, and Allen takes off for another. Davis. Another good run for him. He's got 12 more.
Look how wide they are. Get up in here.
Davis. Still going. Still going.
Here. That's continued to happen over and over again.
See if he cuts outside. No, try to. TJ Watt has hold of him.
Good job by Pittsburgh.
And 10. Quick pass across the middle, and it's complete. Patrick Queen into the backfield. Allen will keep it. Banging around within a yard.
Alert. Possible.
It goes to Johnson. Johnson has the 1st down.
Some of these guys, it's a running back, which means it's a passer. He's getting the ball.
More than 18 yards to 3.
Same run. Set the edge.
Pass. Coleman could not hold on. He had Porter in there, and they have a little exchange.
Misdirection.
Allen looking now, dumps it over. James Cook.
His ability to look down the field, as you see. Play action, yeah.
Pass. Oh, right off the shoulder of Shakir.
That should have been a touch.
2nd and goal. Handoff late to Cook, and there is Hayward.
They're going to sell out for the run. We've been run on too much today. 215 yards. Look inside.
Allen being pushed, and he's driven across.
The record.
Yep, he's just eclipsed Cam Newton. They were tied.
Yeah.
Extra point is good. And after being held to only Williams. They've covered him up pretty well so far, and he spins around to about
3 teams come back from 3 scores down in the 4th.
Ball's on the ground, and Rodgers has to fall on it. Back at the 18.
Doesn't look. Now Rodgers is going to be like, all right, I got this. Here we go.
Russo coming in on him. Pass. Caught. There is Washington.
It's like, all right, that should be stopped right there. They don't even want to tackle him.
Says 3rd and 7.
Here comes Rodgers.
Metcalf able to pick up the first down on the catch.
This is why I would have went back to quick score through Buffalo.
So they get out of a 2nd and 26. Now here's a first down. Hand off to Warren. Oh, he jumps over one defender. 41. Ball knocked down by Tre'Davious White. That the Bills have brought back from their past, like Tre'Davious White and Jordan Poyer. 10. Again, corner blitz. Open. There he is. Washington still rumbling. Down.
There's not many on this team.
First play that went for over 20 yards for the Steelers today. Here's Rodgers throwing in the direction.
6'7", maybe even 6'8", 311, and just let him high point it out for the quick screen out to the right.
2nd and 10. Pass down the middle, and no one there. Jonnu Smith.
Quickly that Smith breaks out, and he was like, oh.
Pressure, dumped off.
Gainwell, Washington, and then you sprinkle in Metcalf. That's where this thing should flow.
Gainwell, the running back. Gainwell gets the call. Gainwell is stacked up and even loses a yard on 4th and 2. And the Bills defense.
Same run they've been doing it, bouncing outside, and the corner was there.
Do it.
That's exactly right.
Here's the pass play up ahead, and Dawson Knox has the catch.
And the tight end can get up and out there. But to me, Jim, going into this game, when the offense can't perform, you can't get it done then.
They need 6 yards for the all-time record by a visitor on the ground. Here is Cook.
Crazy.
On 2nd and 6. Bootleg time. Dumping it off time.
I would. I think it's a normal one where he's just going to throw it.
Out of the backfield, Johnson. Able to fight for that. To the idea, you got to run the football more. Here is Ty Johnson, and the Bills now have the stadium record for a visitor. I'm sorry, Ray Davis. Everybody's running the football for him.
It's true. Dawson Knox is blocking his booty off too, and this is tough. It's going to bounce out here.
Here's again Davis. We'll set up 3rd and 2 inside of 6 minutes to go.
We both love both these teams, and to me, Aaron Rodgers, that frustration is real. One at the bottom, same thing.
Timeout called by the Bills.
Handoff to the right. Come back, yep.
And there they've got it.
Too easy.
Yep. That's a game when Buffalo, like they are today.
Line as well of this team.
First down. It's Cook. Tries to break it outside. They're going to get 3 yards back. I'm glad you mentioned Edwards.
Mark thinking they're going to be
There's Coleman.
Imposed there, and not so much because of the way the game plan was situated. They imposed their will.
Unnecessary roughness, number 93 of Pittsburgh. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And Dawson Knox. And TJ takes the helmet off.
He's out.
He's out. 1st and 10. Davis slides off a tackle, and he's down.
Same run over and over again.
It's Cook. About 2 yards short of the verse. Just one other thing. On
there, Kansas City, just waiting for someone to falter.
But 7-3 at halftime. Give it to Cook. And it's going to be 4th and a long yard.
We've always had, they'll take it down and then take a timeout. But I'll tell you right now, Buffalo did it today with their run game.
And Prater adds 3 more. His second from 27 yards.